because I see the energy. You have a Page of Wands reversed. Hello, Aquarius. This is your tarot reading for love and relationships, May 2018. Give me a few more seconds, I'll cut the cards. The first card is King of Wands. Second card is the Sun. Ace of Pentacles. Ten of Wands. Knight of Swords. Five of Pentacles reversed. Four of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. And then the World. Okay, so Aquarius, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that some of your relationship issues for some of you have a lot to do with finances or work, or someone strongly associated with your workplace. You have Four of Pentacles, and Pentacles are the dominant energy here. And then you have two major arcana. You have the Sun here in your past, which is always positive, even if the Sun is in an area that's in the recent past. It still has a strong influence on the present. The Sun is sort of like reassurance. It's about having hope. It's about reassurance that you're on the right path. So, yeah, and when the Sun is also paired with an Ace, the Sun automatically makes the energy of this Ace of Pentacles stronger as well. And in general, the Ace of Pentacles can be a new opportunity with money, being lucky with money, someone making an offer. So yeah, it's like, this is very much, if this was a reading about work or career, this would definitely be very positive. But I think that even if this is relationship, I think the Pentacles are here to indicate slow energy or progress, because you do have the strength of this Ace of Pentacles being right next to the Sun. Here, as we come from recent past to what's probably happening for you now, you have that Five of Pentacles reversed. And Five of Pentacles not reversed is still a very difficult card, because it's about having worries or fear about money, not having enough money. But in a relationship, it can be about going through a really rough time in a relationship. You know, things are not working out. There's no strong attachment in the physical material world. So when this is in reverse, we kind of have this this situation where maybe you do feel helpless. You feel like this situation is never going to end. Your resources are being strained, or the bond between you two, you know, as far as seeing each other and being together in the material world, that can also indicate that things are very things are very strained and very difficult. And sometimes it does mean regret, and sometimes it can mean suffering through a loss of something that you can't get back. So in your future, you have some very strong pentacles that are grounding, because then you have the world. And this Four of Pentacles is about staying put, not taking risks. And then the Page of Pentacles is usually about problem solving, trying to resolve an issue. And sometimes it can be a news or something someone tells you that sort of grounds you, sort of like a reality check. So yes, slow energy here, but you do have this Knight of Swords here in the middle. Swords are your energy. They represent thinking, judgment, communication, and knights can be very bold, very courageous. So when I look at this, I do get a sense that because this Knight of Swords is in the middle, some of the issues that you're dealing with the partner could have a lot to do with the communication issues. And when you have thinking and communication issues with Pentacles, it's indicating that perhaps some of you Aquarians are dealing with a situation where communication is very difficult. Talking is very strained. You two aren't hearing from each other. You know, in the past, the recent past, it feels as if there were big opportunities, and now you and your partner or love interest are kind of running into, you have that Ten of Wands here with the Five of Pentacles reversed on either side of this Knight of Swords. So that's kind of giving me the sense that there's a lot of anxiety, tension, freaking out, and it's getting in the way of relationships. It's sort of, for some of you, it might be getting obstacles getting in the way of a new relationship. These wands sort of, they bring that fire energy, they bring that intent, they bring change. And so once again, the fire seems to be slowed down with the Pentacles here. And I kind of feel like the Pentacles are obstacles and the Wands are the intent, you know, wanting to move on in this relationship. But with the Ten of Wands, with the King of Wands, someone's being slowed down. Or this can reflect the fact that there's an issue as far as communication and commitment with the other person, that are starting to become big problems in the relationship, in spite of the fact that you have this nice pairing here with the Sun and Pentacles. So yes, so far what I'm seeing is a relationship that has the potential to get off the ground, or maybe a relationship that has been going well, but then this fire energy and Pentacles energy, all of a sudden the King of Wands becomes a Ten of Wands, stressed out, taking on too much. And then this Ace of Pentacles, you know, all of the opportunities and the optimism of a relationship, all of a sudden now we're getting this Five of Pentacles reversed. So I think it's interesting how the fire and Pentacles, which are very optimistic with the Sun in the middle, all of a sudden now, Aquarians, you're dealing with issues that are stressing you and your partner out. It could very well be that for some of you there are money issues, but this Knight of Swords is also telling me that there are issues with making decisions together, communicating, being consistent, and being committed. But it feels like in your future these things are going to come to a head and start to resolve themselves. the staying put and staying put to solve problems. That's what I'm seeing here with a Four of Pentacles and a Page of Pentacles. Just sort of through all the chaos and disagreements, things will start to, more pentacles are coming in to give the situation some stability. And then what kind of gives me another message that this problem is going to sort itself out, you have the World, which is the last card in the major arcana. And the World means you get to leave this cycle behind. You're going to start all over again. There's a new chapter in your life. You've learned all the lessons you needed to learn, and now it's time for you to move on. And keep in mind, obviously the World is strongly attached to the Earth, so in a way, you have a lot of grounding, you have a lot of energy, and that's good for air signs, because sometimes air signs can get a little bit detached from the external world. Okay, so I'm about to cut for the outcome card. And your outcome card is an Ace of Swords reversed. Okay, so Aquarians, this is what I'm seeing here with this outcome card. Especially since this Ace of Swords, this is usually the card of new ideas. It's a card about new ways of thinking and new realizations. And it can also be failure to let's say there's an argument, and instead of resolving the issues and coming to an agreement, there's just more fighting. There's just more paranoia. So usually when this Ace of Swords is reversed, I'm not so sure this is just about the reversal of your energy. I want to thank everyone for their support, and I appreciate the concern, like, where have I been? So thank you for being patient. It's nice to be missed. I will definitely see you next month, and as always, I wish you love and light.